Court Uncut, what the people want.
Okay, yes, Your Honor, the prisoner is here.
Ready? Oh, yeah. Okay. Right.
Can I get the cause number, please?
Yes, ma'am. It is 1813230, and it's Maricela Martinez.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, Ms. Martinez, do you swear the testimony that you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Ms. Nutt, do you have your Zoom on your computer?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, you'll need to turn it off because I'm getting an echo.
Okay, can you still hear me?
Yes, that's perfect.
Okay.
Okay, so in this case, Ms. Martinez, we had a contested hearing way back in March 19th of 2024. In that order, I found you in contempt of court for your failure to pay child support and medical support. I confirmed how much your arrears were and set up a payment plan for you to pay on those arrears, and then we'll reset to see if you were complying to May 14th, 2024. You failed to appear. A capers was issued for your arrest, and we've been waiting on you to get arrested on this case since May of 2024. Are you in jail on anything else besides this child support case?
No, sir.
Okay. All right, Ms. Nutt, what does the pay record look like?
Your Honor, we haven't received a payment since March of 2024.
Okay, Ms. Martinez, any explanation of why there hasn't been any payments since you're self-employed and you were told to make payments?
No, sir. I actually have record. I have 3 jobs actually. As far as my employer goes, I double checked before this hearing with my employer. We checked twice. If I need to, I can get a record from them. I've been making payments at least since March of this year, and I also made a large lump sum last Friday. I am doing everything I can to get caught up.
Do you have other child support cases besides this one?
No, sir.
Do you have any record of you making a payment?
I do. I actually got a letter from the state as well. It was the same letter that my employer got, that I was supposed to be getting $80 taken out of my check every week, and that's what's been done for the last, at least as far as I know, 10 months. Like I said, I double checked with my employer before all of this, and they confirmed the same thing.
Who do you work with? What's your employer?
It is a gym up in Sherman, Texas. It's called Enduring Strength LLC.
Okay.
And the one that's been paying the child support. I also work at a dog hotel in Sherman, Texas as well. And I just picked up a 3rd job with online.
Are there withholding orders at all 3 employers or just with the endurance one?
Just the Enduring Strength, because that's the one that's paying the full monthly.
Is it a small company or a large company?
It's a small company. But like I said, they got the paperwork, and then I did too. And then like I said, we double checked to make sure that those payments were going through.
Okay, you understand Ms. Nutt is looking at your pay record. There are no payments at all since I saw you way back in March of 2024.
Because it's a small company that they're just not sending it to the right place.
There's only one place to send it to.
Like I said, I'm not the one actually sending it. I got paperwork from the state saying that they confirmed that 80 something will be taken out every week to complete the child support payment.
Those are kind of 2 different things, because if they send a notice to you saying they were going to take it out, that's the notice that they're going to take it out. That doesn't mean that it's getting paid. Secondarily, if they're paying it, then they would pay it through the child support office, and it has directions on the withholding order where to send it. There's only one address. They're going to put your identifying information on it, and when they send it, it's going to be put on the pay record that's in front of you right now. It would reflect all your payments. You can look at the pay record there if you want to take a moment to look at it, but there are 0 payments.
I just verified.
And Your Honor, we sent an income withholding order to the gym in April of this year.
Yeah, and that's when they started taking out that immediately that same Friday, they started taking out, because I get paid every Friday.
But we haven't received any payments, so I don't know what's happening there.
I would like the opportunity, Your Honor, to get with my employer and see if we can send confirmation or see what's going on their end. That's part of why, the reason I'm confused about all of this, because I've been making payments as far as I know. But since it's through the gym, I just was confident that they knew what they were doing.
It's important that you check yourself. You have to log into the AG system and as an obligor, and then you can look on there and see whether they paid it or not.
Yeah, that was my mistake, Your Honor.
Okay. I mean, I can't do too much here if there isn't any proof. I
Yeah.
understand you're in jail, so you don't have, it's not easy for you to just go get some documents, but you can see there on that pay record, there's been no payments at all.
I understand. I would like the opportunity to rectify it though. Cause like I said, I made a large lump sum Friday. They called and confirmed the payment. I think it was Tuesday, because it was a large lump sum. And then, like I said, I checked with my employer. I have check stubs that say X amount is getting taken out. And I know it was my responsibility, Your Honor, but this is the first time I'm going through this. I got a second and third job just to make sure I'm not lacking because of the child support.
Does anybody have any of the paperwork at home that they could
Yeah.
access it?
Yes, they can access it. I made sure copies were made in case something like this happened.
I mean, it's very rare, but it happens sometimes. It's 1 in a million that employers don't send in the money.
It's
But it's very, very rare because
the
they can
tiny
face fines. They may owe you money. I mean, they're basically stealing your money is what it comes down to if they're not sending it in. And so it's very unusual that it happens. Sometimes it happens with small companies that don't manage their money well, but ultimately you have to be the one responsible for making your payments. And it's not just only that you didn't make payments, you also didn't show up to court either. So if you had been here in May of 2024, you could have said, okay, I've got an issue, or we could have looked at that at that point. They would have told you then that they weren't receiving any payments. And then that would have given you time to investigate. We've had court dates. I mean, it's been a long, long time. You've had a court date and you never come to court. You'd never call the AG to say, hey, I missed my court date. Maybe I made a mistake, something like that. You never call them. You haven't come to court. Sometimes what people do is when they miss a court date, they may realize it a day too late or a week too late, and they're like, oh man, I need to go to court. So they wind up going to the courthouse. They find an AG, and we wind up giving them more time. It's been over a year, about a year and a half since you were supposed to have been here. So I'm not really believing too much of what you're saying right now because it's a two-part deal. One, there are no payments, and secondly, you haven't been coming to court or doing anything to address your situation.
Your Honor, that's my fault. I didn't know about the hearing in September until my sister was going through my paperwork, my proof of payments and all of that. She told me that there was a hearing in September. I know it sounds like a bunch of excuses, Your Honor, but like I said, I've been working my tail off. That's, if I could get the proof to show you that I have been, I would greatly appreciate it because I have another kid counting on, not just that's on child support.
Mr. Nutt, are you requesting a commitment?
Yes, Your Honor.
Total of yours, that total right there is what I owe today. If I can
Yes.
get the proof, I guarantee that is negative. That's how confident I am. All
Is
the-
December 9th available in-person day, Ms. Nutt?
12/9. I don't think that's a holiday, so yes.
Your audio was kind of cutting out. Is that yes?
He was just giving.
Oh, we hear you. He didn't hear you.
Oh, sorry, Your Honor, 12/9 is available, yes.
Okay. All right. So based on the record, Ms. Martinez, I don't have a choice here. If resetting me your case isn't going to help, releasing you isn't going to help because you haven't shown up for court. If you had shown up and explained that you had an issue, we could have resolved it. I could give you more time, but you didn't show up, and it's been a long time. If I fear that if I release you today, you're just not going to show up again. That's basically the history of where we are. That's what happened at the last court date that you were supposed to be at. You did not show up. So I'm committing you to Dallas County Jail. I'm going to review your case on December 9th, so you'll be in jail at least until December 9th. If someone at your home can access the records that you say you have of payments, you can give them to my court coordinator as immediately when you get them, and I can review them at that point. And if I see that there's some reason there, maybe then I can try to bring you over sooner. But I need to see that there's been a record of payments. If you made a recent lump sum payment, there isn't obviously going to be any record of that yet. But what needs to have happened is you need to have made your monthly payments. So if you've been paying all these several months, or that you had the impression that you were paying all these several months, then maybe I'll give you some mercy and let you out. But if you don't have any records, then I won't have anything to go with. So you're going to be in jail till December 9th. How much is the arrears, Miss Nutt?
As of today, the total between child and medical support is $12,719.02.
All right. I'm gonna set a sum of $1,500. So an alternative way you can get out is if you have paid $1,500 towards your child support case, they can go to the courthouse to pay it there and have a receipt and also show it to my court coordinator. If that is paid, that'll go towards your child support, and then I can let you out of jail after I see receipt of payment. So we'll set a court date after that, and then we can track the rest of it if that's the case. But that's where we are right now. So,
I appreciate that opportunity, sir.
okay. All right. The bailiffs will let you make a phone call if you want to set up whatever you need to for today to let them know, your family know you're going to be in jail, and if about the lump sum and about the paperwork that you may need to present if you have that. And I mean, this could have been done more simply if you had just called the AG's office, or even just as simply logged in to the website to see whether or not payments were coming out. I mean, I expect people to look. I know that in the digital age, people don't get paper bills, they don't get paper receipts, but you're supposed to log in and make sure, because bad things can happen when you don't.
Understand. This will be a first and last mistake, sir.
Okay, well, let's see. Okay, all right, she's excused.
Which one of you is the court coordinator? Do you have a card or something?
Then send it to you to sign on DocuSign,
Yes, ma'am.
and then I'll get a counter signature.
I think you just need well, yes, I guess so. On the order, and then the other one is just yeah. Yes, ma'am. Sorry, I'm just thinking out loud.
Yeah, no worries. I'm gonna go ahead and do that now, so it'll get to you quickly.
Okay, thank you.
You can now become a member of Court Uncut, where you get early access to videos, exclusive member-only content, a Court Uncut badge, and more. Thank you for all your support. Thanks for watching. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button for more crazy court hearings like this one.